Hello again, technical traders. My name is Joseph Lackland of FutureScript. This video is dedicated to our cycle trend indicator. This is a powerful price action and trend identification tool that you can use to navigate your way through the markets. Let's go ahead and right click in the black, go to indicators, find the FSX cycle trend, and let's begin. Click add, go through the functions. Draw bars back is the function that determines how many number of bars back from the right hand side of the chart you're going to paint the markings and symbols. Bars ATR is for the internal calculation of the average true range of each bar, currently set to 14 as a default value. Multiple of ATR is currently set to 0.08. This is going to control some of the thresholds beyond the levels where price closes to cancel certain setups. Here is the display block. Show colors of the different types of bars, show numbers, the sequence of bars, show setup lines, the critical levels of this indicator. Show symbols will show the different specific markings based on what kind of price action is happening on the chart. Show ranges will display the projected ranges of each cycle on an average rolling basis on the chart. Line thickness 1, pixel offset for text above the levels or below the levels. And here are all the rest of the colors here. Show output block will print the output of each relevant level to the output window. Let's begin by showing the symbols. Choose your symbol, fine. And here we go, we have some symbols going. So the BD is going to be the buying bar, the SD is going to be the selling bar, the R bar marked in purple for now is going to be the reversal sell, the X above the bar is going to be the cancel of the reversal sell, the R blue is going to be the reversal buy, and the X is going to be the cancellation of the reversal buy. What these bars are is that there are 4 types of buying and selling bars. A buying bar defined by the computer is a bar where buying has taken place and the market is likely to continue higher. A selling bar is conversely a bar where selling has taken place and the market is likely to continue lower. This special bar is a P for panic low. When a bar has a long lower chase out wick and then closes above, we call this a panic bar. Let's try and find a good example of a nice panic bar. Here's another small panic bar. A panic bar is a buying sort of bar, indicates higher prices. Here's a good panic bar right here. Let's go ahead and display our setup lines. Starting with the buying bar, our setup line is the yellow line. It's going to be the low of the buying bar. Here you can see the low of the buying bar held with a panic bar. Briefly violated this level, came back closed above, retested it again, continued higher. This is our R bar reversal level. The first close beyond the reversal level will get marked with an X to show you that that level is taken out. Conversely, to the upside, we have a sell reversal bar with this level drawn in at about 94.60. This bar closes above that resistance level. We give it an X, thus canceling that level. Here we have a selling bar. The high of this selling bar is going to be our resistance level. Here we can see that the bar that closed above the resistance bar failed to follow through and conversely became a resistance selling bar. Let's turn on the sequences. These sequences are much like the price hacker indicator, where if you get a buying bar it will continue until you get a selling bar or a reversal bar. Conversely, a sell bar, once it's engaged, will need a buying bar or a buy reversal bar to flip the sequence over. Let's remove some of the symbols, clean up the chart a little bit. So now with the symbols off of there, and we just have the sequence numbers and the setup lines, we can see the chart a little bit more clearly. As you guys get more used to this indicator, this is probably how you're going to want to set this up. But we've included the symbols and the markings so that you guys can understand and get a feel for what's going on here. So when you see the line here, this will be a reversal bar. This is the reversal line. Once again, the yellow line is the buying bar low. We see that the buying bar created a buying sequence. And when we tested the support level of the buying bar here, we failed to sustain. This level held, and then we broke out above the resistance with a reversal bar. A green number 1 is a buying bar. A red number 1 is a selling bar, so you don't need the markings there. You can get used to how this functions. This is a pretty good example here. We start with a buy bar, and we just continue. We just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth, all the way up to 20. So in theory, if you're long this area, you want to hold on until you get a selling bar. So you were actually able to weather this whole sequence. The low of the buying bar was never threatened. If you bought here and put your stops underneath here, you're good in this sequence. You wait for the selling bar, you exit on the selling bar. If your trend is still intact, you buy again on the buying bar and take them up again. Here we get a reversal sell bar. The market comes up in the buying sequence but cannot penetrate the reversal level, begins to stall out and flip back down the other way. When you see these levels of selling bars form successively lower, that indicates lower prices. Conversely, when you see the yellow support line stepping up, that's an indication that the trend is continuing and is healthy. Here we see the levels stepping down, stepping down, stepping down. Each selling sequence is greater in length than the buying sequence. Each buying sequence seems to peter out. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, sell bar, reversal bar, sell bar, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and another selling sequence again. By watching the numbers and counts of each sequence, you are able to get a good idea of what's actually happening here. Go through a couple more functions here. Use open level is not going to use the low of the buying bar or the high of the selling bar. We're going to draw the lines from the open level. It's a matter of taste whether or not you want to use the extremes of the bars or use the open of the bar as a reference point for these critical levels. Adjust the colors here. Show output will print the critical values to the output window. So we can see here, we're going to get the type of bar that closed, the time that it closed, the price that it closed at. BDL is going to be for buying bar low, that's $93.99. That checks out. Selling bar high is going to be $94.53. That checks out. Reversal bar not in play. Reversal bar not in play. The count is 3, as we can see here. The average rally in each cycle is 56.75. The average decline in each cycle is 51.25. If you guys have any questions regarding this indicator, or you have any suggestions for modifications or enhancements to this indicator, please send our support team a message at info@futurescript.com.